Hello viewers, Saipedia. First step to success. Welcome to our channel. Subscribe our channel to support our videos. This video deals with literary forms, poetry, sonnet and allegory. The sonnet was originally a love poem which deals with the lover's suffering and hopes. It originated in Italy, that its name from the Italian sonetto, which means a little song or sound sung to the strain of music. In England, it became popular in the Renaissance period when Thomas Yot and the Arella Surrey translated and imitated the sonnets written by Patriarchan sonnet. From the 17th century onwards, the sonnet was also used for other topics than love. For instance, for religious experience by Donne and Milton, reflections on art by Keats or Shelley, or even the war experience by Brooke or Owen. The sonnet uses a single stanza of 14 lines and an intricate rhyme pattern. Many poets wrote a series of sonnets linked by the same theme, so-called sonnet cycles. For instance, Petrarch, Spenser, Shakespeare, Dryden, Barrett Browning, Meredith, which depicts the various stages of a love relationship. Three types of sonnets are Petrarchan sonnet, Spenserian sonnet, Shakespearean sonnet. Petrarchan sonnet. The first sonnet is the Petrarchan or Italian sonnet, named after one of the form's greatest practitioners, the Italian poet Petrarch. The Petrarchan sonnet was the earliest strict sonnet form. He lived from 1304 to 1374. The Petrarchan sonnet is divided into two stanzas, the octava, the first 8 lines, followed by the answering sestet, the final 6 lines. In Petrarch, the volta usually separates the shift from an arrangement or question in the octava to a resolution in the sestet. The Petrarchan sonnet will almost always begin with that A B B A B B A octava. However, the rhythm scheme of the sestet can change. But the most common rhyme scheme in Petrarch were C D E C D E or C D C D C D. Shakespearean sonnet. The Shakespearean or English sonnet follows a different set of rules. Here there are usually 3 quatrains and a couplet following a rhyme scheme like this: A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, G G. The Shakespearean sonnet contains a volta. The volta can either come after the first 8 lines or at the beginning of the couplet. The Spenserian sonnet. The Spenserian sonnet has a similar structure to a Shakespearean one, with 3 quatrains followed by a couplet. The Spenserian sonnets are slightly different: A B A B, B C B C, C D C D, E E. So the second rhyme of the first quatrain is taken to be the first of the second quatrain. Again it ends with a couplets. The 3 types and its rhyme schemes and the volta positions. Petrarchan sonnet, A B B A, C D E C D E or C D C D C D, and the volta after first octava. Spenserian sonnet, A B, C D C D, E F, G G. Then the volta position for Shakespearean sonnet is after first octava or the beginning of final couplets. Spenserian stanza, its rhyme scheme A B, B C, C D, E E, and its volta position after first octava or beginning of final couplets. Allegory. An allegory is a work of art such as a story or painting in which the characters, images and or events act as symbols. The symbolism in an allegory can be interpreted to have a deeper meaning. An author may use allegory to illustrate a moral or spiritual truth or political or historical situation. The word allegory comes from the Latin allegoria, meaning speaking to imply something else. An allegory is a simple story that represents a large point about society or human nature, whose different characters may represent real life figures. Sometimes situations in the story may echo stories from history or modern day life without ever explicitly stating this connection. Allegories are similar to metaphors in that both illustrate an idea by making a comparison to something else. However, allegories are complete story with characters, while metaphors are brief figures of speech. There are two main types of allegory: historical allegories and conceptual allegories. Historical allegories, writing in this category, allegorizes historical figures and events. Writers of this kind of allegory may be using symbols to mask the truth subject of their writing. Conceptual allegory. This kind of allegory uses characters and events to symbolize abstract things rather than actual events or people. Most religious and social allegories fall under this category, since they usually don't have to do with a specific person or historical event, but rather some virtue or vice more generally. Allegories in literature. Paradise Lost is allegorical because each character is highly symbolic, as are their relationships to one another. Edmund Spenser's The Fairy Queen, a moral allegory about Queen Elizabeth's once region and knightly virtues such as temperance. John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, a religious allegory about a Christian's spiritual journey towards finding salvation. Percy Bysshe Shelley's Prometheus Unbound, a complex allegory about the French Revolution and the romantic ideal of creativity. Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis, a social allegory about the alienation of the modern individual in society. So these are the various type of allegories. Thank you for watching. Here I gave the video link for the part 1 video of literary forms. Happy learning!